Hey YouTube, what's up? So this is Dion again with another video, and actually this is the last video for 2021. We're headed into 2022. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve, so by the time you're watching this, it might be 2021 or 2022. But this year went by super fast, almost too fast in a lot of ways. I stayed pretty busy working on a lot of projects. One of which is I launched this YouTube channel. I did a lot of other cool things that were on like some of my bucket lists, or some of my life goals. One of which is I wanted to start a legacy with my family, to start to travel, and one big win for the year was we were able to take a 10-day vacation to Mexico, and that was something that was really important to me. There's a lot of things that I had on my goal sheet this year that I didn't get to accomplish, but that's okay. Another thing that I wanted to reflect on this year is just with a lot of uncertainty, things in relation to COVID. It was a big learning experience, and a lot of changes mentally and physically in my life and in my body. So and going into 2022, I plan to keep that same wave as far as getting better, and to really hone in and focus on a lot of things that are important to me, and moving my life forward, and creating a peak lifestyle. So without really talking too much and reflecting about 2021, I think I could do a whole hour-long video talking about that. What I really want to do is get into my mindset and some things that I want to see happen in 2022, and in the future. I have some plans to hit the road and do some shows, and actually sell some of my products and some of my prints at some different shows. So I'll be looking for some support. If I'm in your city, or if I'm visiting wherever you are, obviously I want you to come out and support. Buy some prints, buy some stuff for your office or for your home, just to kind of help create the right vibe in your space. But I think for me, the biggest thing that I kind of was reminded in 2021 was how important it is to invest in my mindset. For a long time, I was just in this kind of go mindset, and not really spending enough time working on just slowing down to have time to think. I hear it all the time in different books and different stories, how important it is to have your mindset and your mental dialed in, because you could be doing a lot of the right things in your life, and they are just not getting you the results that you're looking to get. And it could be not for a lack of effort, but it could just be that your strategy isn't up to par. So a few things that I think that will be important for me is to go balls deep, all the way deep in on all the way deep in on growing my mindset, and returning to making reading like a regular ritual, regular practice in my life. Finding time to get in the right environment of other people that are going to help me to grow, and being in inspiring environments to help kind of frame some of the changes that I'm looking to have. And the changes I'm looking to have is obviously financial changes. I want to have some growth in that department. I definitely want to have some growth with my family, and have young children that are they need a strong leader, a strong dad there to educate them and guide them. So that's something that's really important that I want to lean in on as well. And my marriage, I want to continue to do things that are fueling our marriage, our passion, and making sure that we're growing together, and constantly challenging ourselves. So this year, I would say, even though I didn't check off all of the boxes that I wanted to, there's still a lot of things that I've done really well, and it takes a bit of patience. So just because I didn't necessarily do it in the time frame that I had set out, I'm still kind of working in that same vein, and getting some progress. It's slow progress, but slow progress is better than no progress. So I'm happy about that. A lot of things, even like this studio, I was able to build out this office and launch this channel, which is something that, if you know me, I started a YouTube channel years ago. I think back in 2014, 2015, when I was living overseas in Taiwan. And some of these videos, maybe I'll include a quick clip. Fear, I've said it before, I'll say it again. False evidence appearing real. Fear is just the idea, the emotion, the energy that you give to the thought, and it's not even a real thing. Yeah, so I created the YouTube channel back when I was in Taiwan and just really focused on, travel and my experiences overseas. But, as far as my focus going into 2022 is really just returning to my mental fitness. I have my morning fitness where I have pretty much dialed in as a solid routine, but I also want to engage, an hour, a half an hour every morning to kind of work on my mental fitness so that I'm attacking each day with the right mindset, with reviewing my goals and making sure I have total clarity, finding time to have silence and, have a meditation, a practice so that I can practice, using my mind. It's the strongest, it's the strongest muscle and the most useful muscle in our body, and we at times neglect it just because life always, throws things at us, and so we have to adjust. But just having a practice of, reading every day, whether it's audiobooks or regular books, however you can do it, we have to evolve. We're on the go. We're moving more. So having audiobooks, that's fine too, or podcasts, but making sure that I create regular, deliberate systems so that I'm constantly moving forward. And, this year I'm really planning and looking for some explosive growth. So, along with this channel, along with my personal life, I'll be sharing as much as I can, and I really appreciate everybody that's tuning in. I hope you have a safe new year. I hope you had an awesome year. If you have the opportunity, or better yet, you should make the opportunity, sit down and review the year, whether you do it 5 minutes or take a whole hour. Take some time to review the year, go over and figure out some things that you didn't get a chance to do and some things that you want to add into your life for 2022. In the past, my wife and I, we had like a little a sheet basically that we would write down at the beginning of the year, and then we read it at New Year's. So I've done it one time. She's done it the last few years. This year I'm going to do it. So maybe I'll include some of that as well. Some of my ideas that I want to bring into the new year. And don't just make it a New Year resolution. Make it a whole lifestyle change, and you can do it. So thank you for tuning in. This is the last video for the year, and we're gonna keep putting out content. And thank you for tuning in. Peace.